Hello my YouTube friends, in this lesson I want to teach you on how you can use the curtain walls in Revit. Now from what you are seeing here, this is what we are going to create, and I'll just use this small model to explain the principles that you can use to create any curtain wall. The size of the building doesn't matter. You can create anything from what I'm going to explain in this video. As you can see from here, you see that I'm going to demonstrate and show you all the tips and tricks that you can use to place, such kind of doors on a curtain system. How you can partition, depending on the design of your building. You have the revolving doors there, we have the windows there. How you can cut, the ordinary, walls there and place your curtain system, including everything that you are seeing here. Day by day, I'm going to show you also how you can just place a glass without any partitions just in this lesson. So if you like what I'm doing on this channel, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel. I always upload content. You're going to learn a lot from this channel. So without wasting time, let's get started in this lesson. So before I proceed, I just want to ask anyone who is interested in joining me to learn Revit, robot structure analysis, and Revit. We have Revit structure and Revit architecture. If you want to join me in a course, check the links in the description. So what I want to do, I'll just start from scratch. I'm just going to open a new project so that we see how we can proceed from here. I'll just click there on top and just click on new. All right, from here, I'll just click on browse and simply go to where I've saved, my template. Now, what I want to do is, maybe I may not have the template that I want from here. So I'll just click from there, go to Revit 2024, and I'll simply go to my templates there, then go to English. This is how you can get hold of your templates within your installation from there. So I'll simply pick this one that I want an architectural for a residential. I'll just click on open, just click OK, and you see that we have our new project here. Now I just want to check, maybe go to south here, and I just want to have level 2 up to 3M for 3 meters, and click outside. And what I'll do from here, I'll just go to level 1 and just start now creating my curtain walls so that we see how we can achieve what we have right here. And this is what you can apply on your design. All right, so from level 1, what I'll need to do, I'll just go to architecture. From here, I'll go to wall. Once I click on architectural and open under the properties, down here you see that we have the curtain wall empty, curtain wall exterior glazing, and curtain wall storefront. I'll just pick the first one and the last one so that you see the differences. This one is partition, this one is not. I'll just click there, and I'll just make sure that the top is level 1. You can also change it from there. Click the first point, and I just want to have just a simple structure. Click there. I'll escape from my keyboard, then just click there. This is the first one I've created. Then I'll click the empty one. I want you to see the differences, and I'll just snap it maybe in the middle somewhere there, and I just want to have it a smaller one up to there. Right click, cancel. Then I'll pick the last one so that you can see the differences. The difference is actually just the partitioning. Just click there, right click, cancel. And this side, I just want to have the wall, okay, not a curtain wall, but just an ordinary wall. So I can just pick this one. Which one is exterior? I can pick any of the walls and just change it. Let me pick this one, which has some brickwork. I'll pick it from there. The properties are okay. Then I'll click from maybe this point and just drag it up to that point. Just cancel. Let me go to my 3D view. Oh, not this one. It's this one. It's a different project. So I'll go to my 3D view there. It's open there. And this is what we have, as you can see. So I'll still maintain the same wall the way it is. If I want, I can change the material to have a wall like that, but doesn't matter. I'll go by that. All right. So from here we are. Now what I want to do, I just want to deactivate the levels. Just VG on my keyboard, annotation. Then I'll just go to levels and deactivate the levels, apply OK, and we have it here. All right, so we'll start by learning some of the tips and tricks which are here. The first one is understanding the properties for each of these curtain walls. That is the first thing. If at all there's anything that you want to change, you can select on that curtain wall, just go to edit type, and you have a number of properties here. We have the function, it's exterior, automatically embed. That is, if you want to cut out this one, you see how I'm going to do it. So we have the vertical grid, the layout, there's none. If I just change this one maybe to maximum spacing, and maximum spacing, let me change it to 1000. That is for the vertical grid. The grids are just the lines you are seeing here partitioning, the surface. That is a grid. So I'll go to horizontal, and I also want to use maybe maximum spacing. You can use fixed distance. It doesn't. Let me maybe use fixed distance, and I want a fixed distance maybe of, this is for horizontal, maybe fixed distance of 500. Again, it's entirely up to you the way you are designing it. So let me just click on apply, and okay, you see that this is how I can partition this by going to the properties, clicking there, and using the vertical grids and the vertical grids, that is vertical and horizontal. If I want to add the mullions, again, we have the vertical and the horizontal mullions. Now the one at the end is the outside. This is number 1. Number 2, we also have the interior grid. So I'll go back there and click on edit type. You see that under the mullions now, if I just go to the vertical mullions, where is it? Vertical mullions, interior type. This is where I can pick now the profile that I want to use. Let me pick rectangular, that one. That is the interior for all the interior ones. Then we have border 1, border 2. These are the exterior. You see what is going to happen for the vertical. This one and that one at the end. I can go there. Let me pick the same one, rectangular. These are just profiles. I'll do the same and pick rectangular. I'll not do for the horizontal one. You can proceed and change like this, apply, okay, and you see that we have the mullions in the vertical direction. Again, these mullions, you can load your own mullions. You can create families and load them. And you notice that if I just go to the mullion, let me just hover my cursor there, then tab on my keyboard, tab until I select. Now, if I want to select the entire vertical mullion, I just right click and go to select mullions on grid. You see that I'm able to select this, and if I want to delete, I can simply deactivate from there. This is how you delete, and simply delete from your keyboard. You can even delete from there. This is how you can delete. Now, this is one way of placing your mullions. If I want to place a mullion using a different method, I can go to architecture and now use a mullion right here. Click there. This time you can pick your mullion from here. You see that we have different sizes for our circular, L, quad, corner, rectangular. I'll pick this one, and I can still go there, and from here you can pick different options. If you want the mullion the entire length, you can pick there and just click there. You have the mullion. It's quite a big one. If you just want a mullion on a particular segment, you can do that and click there. And if you want all grids, you can do that and click all the grids, and everything will be there at once, as you can see. Make use of these tools, and you never go wrong in the creation of mullions on a curtain wall. So I've explained these tools. I've showed you what is here, just demonstrating on this panel. Now, one thing I want to show you is that if you want to load your own mullions, let me maybe move this side. Let me select all the mullions from here so that I just explain everything here. Click on filter, check none, and I just want to have curtain wall mullion. Select it, apply, okay. And let me just delete from there. All those mullions are deleted. I think these ones are still locked, so I'll select everything once again, filter, check none, curtain wall mullions from there, apply, okay. Oh, I can't delete these because it's locked. If I just type to delete from the keyboard, I can't, so I have to do it one by one by selecting this one, then right click and select mullions. I can say across grid, border mullions on host. I can even pick this one. All those mullions on this host are selected. So those are the properties you have to use, and I can, just, check those. I want to unpin, I can do that, and unpin the ones I want to delete. So these are some of the tricks that you have to use as you start working on the curtain wall. You need to delete, you need to partition it. So these are the tips and tricks you have to use to make sure that you work so efficiently. So I'll just end up to here and delete just like this. I can continue with the rest. Now, if I want to load a particular profile, okay, of a mullion, I can do that by simply loading it. But before I do that, let me explain on the grids by simply going back maybe this side and try to partition it. I can do that. The first method was to go to the properties, but I can also go to architecture. We use the mullions. Now I can use the curtain grid by just clicking there, and you see that once I hover on the vertical side, I'm able to create a horizontal one just like that. And once I hover my cursor on the horizontal one, I'm able to create a vertical one just like that. So even this one, you can just create one segment. Yeah, if I just click there, I can just create one segment like that. If I hover on the horizontal, just create that segment. These are the tools which are here. Now I've talked about the grids, the mullion. Let me show you how you can now place your doors and your windows. And before I do that, let me show you how you can cut this one to create a curtain wall like this. So you have to go to the floor plan and cut it from here. So I'll go to wall, click on architectural wall, just click there, and I want to create a curtain wall storefront, click there. Now if I just try to place it without changing that properties, it will complain here because it will not cut out. To cut out, you have to use a different tool, but I want to show the easiest and simplest one. You see that I'm able, anyway, let me show you how you can cut it out. Once you create it like this and it's not cutting this wall, you can go to modify, I think it's this one, cut geometry, cut this one. If I pick that one, you see that it's going to cut, and if I go to my 3D view, it's cutting out like that. Now if you want it to cut automatically, let me just select this one and let me just move it this side so that I show you how you can do it automatically. I'm just using the arrow on my keyboard. I'll select this one, architectural wall, go down there until I pick this one. I'll go to edit type and make sure that automatically embed is selected, apply OK. And you see that once I just click from this point to that point, it automatically cut out, as you can see from here. So this is a very, very important tip that you need to utilize. Now let's come to the placement of these doors and the windows and other things that you can do. All you need to do is select the panel. If I just hover my cursor there, then tab from my keyboard, I'm able to select that panel. If I go under the properties, I only have a solid. If I want maybe to fill it like that as a solid, I can just pick that one, hover your cursor there, tab on your keyboard. So this is how you select the panels. Tab, select that one. If I just want it to be empty, nothing there, maybe I just want it to be a glaze, I can do that. Or if I want it, where is the empty? I think I should have the empty here. I can't see it, but sometimes you see that you have the empty. If I want glaze, I can do that and you have the glazing. Now if I want to have the doors and the windows, I can go to my library. We have curtain doors and windows which are curtain wall in nature from your library. So what I'm going to do is to maybe let me try to insert. I'll go there, then tab on my keyboard, select. I can try to load. Since there's nothing that I'm looking for, I want to place a particular door and the window is not there, I can go to insert. Now I've done this deliberately because I don't have the libraries loaded here. So if I just click on load there, you see that under the US there's nothing here. So now if you are experiencing such a thing whereby you go to the libraries there, you don't find anything within your library because there's nothing, make sure that you check the video here. This is where I explained on how you can load your families. You download from the internet, from the Autodesk website, load it, and everything will be here. So check the video there. So I'll close it. I'm just going to use the families that I've placed on my desktop so that we can have the doors, the windows, and place it from here. It's still the same thing. You can still just follow that library, and once you install it correctly here. So I'll just minimize here and just open my families that I've just put in that folder there. So I'll select everything from here and drag it up to somewhere here and just place it there, and you can see it was Revit 2011, so it's just trying to upgrade to 2024. Very quickly it's going to finish. It's there. So you see that if I just hover my cursor there, tab now and select it, I can go there and you see that now I have these families that I've loaded here. It's still the same thing when you go to insert, load family. As long as you have the families there, you can find it and load it within here. So I'll close it, go there once again, tab, select this one, click there, and let me start with, maybe I want to have this door. I can select on it. Then you see that it's going in. Oh, actually this is a window. I don't want this one. I'll undo, just over the cursor there, tab, select, then load, click from there, and I want this one here, that door there. You can see we have the door from here. You can swap it with anything else. If I want to have a window maybe somewhere here, tab, select it, click there. Then these are just families. You can pick anything. Let me pick something from here. This is the window now. You can see that it's opening inside. It means that this curtain wall, the exterior is inside. So I can just select on that, and space bar on my keyboard, it's going to switch the sides. So now we have it right there. Oh, now you can see that I don't have the mullions, that aluminum frame. Sorry for that. I should have started with that, but all the same, doesn't matter. You can do that now. Let me just finish another, maybe a revolving door. You can place it anywhere. Maybe let me orbit here and have my revolving door here before I start placing the mullions. I'll go there, tab, select there, click there, and that is a revolving door. It will simply fit within here. Now, this is just a demonstration to show how you can manipulate these. You can start doing this on your structure, on your real project, and you are able to use these tips and tricks to do whatever you want. Okay, now let me show you how you can deal with the mullions. I've already explained. You can go to architecture, go to mullion there. If you want now, you see that maybe if you don't have what you want to pick from here, for mullions you need to go to edit type, and what I loaded from my file on the desktop will appear for the mullions, will appear under the profile. Just go to the profile, click there, and I know where it is. This is the name. I know the name of the profile. I can select on it, apply, okay, and I can now pick the option, maybe grid line. I can pick on it, and you see that I have my, my profiles just like that. I can just start clicking. If I want all grids, I can just click there and just select there. I think this is the fastest. Click there, you see everything is there. If you just want on a segment, pick this one and you are able to pick it. But I think I just want to place everything there, even on this one, even on that one. And you can see in a matter of seconds, we have our mullions, we have our grids, and you can start moving these things, partitioning the way you want. So this is how you create, your curtain walls, the grids, loading the families and the rest. So stay tuned on this channel. More and more lessons will be coming.